We continue our Courageous Conversation series on the April bond issue known as Proposition S.
And as we've reported, Proposition S is a $168 million bond proposal. It would go towards 39 renovating or rebuilding projects across Springfield Public Schools. Our Jesse Inman is here with a deeper dive into that money tonight. Jesse.
Well, that's exactly right, Heather. The district expects these projects to be completed by 2022, but the bond will take about 20 years to pay back. And tonight, we're breaking down line by line what you'll expect as a taxpayer. In Missouri, the state assists in everyday costs for education, but when it comes to renovations and rebuilds, that's left up to local governments to take care of through their debt service levy. SPS Deputy Superintendent Carol Embry explains how Springfield is struggling to make do.
In our region, Springfield Public Schools has the lowest debt service levy at 55 cents per $100 of assessed valuation. If you compare to the region, you will see that Nixa, for instance, has approximately $1.07.
A district that has similar demographics to SPS is North Kansas City.
North Kansas City carries $1.29, and Springfield again is 55 cents.
Proposition S would raise that number by 18 cents in Springfield, which is 73 cents in total. So to see how that would affect a taxpayer, let's use a nice round number. For a person who owns $100,000 in assets, you'll pay an extra $2.85 a month, or $34.20 annually on top of what you already pay for property taxes. As for commercial properties, let's say a property owner has $500,000 in assets. That will be about $288 more per year in taxes. We spoke with financial wealth planner Stephen Evans, who says the only way for school districts to raise this kind of money is through these types of bond issues.
It's like how we finance stuff like this. There's no other way for us to go out there and raise $168 million. You have to do it this way. You know, there's no, like, we could save for it, but I mean, that would take us forever.
That number of $168 million would go towards the 39 projects that Springfield Public Schools has, but
you also have to pay interest on that money.
The interest rate will likely be between 3.5% to 4% based on today's market.
It's hard to nail down an exact number, but total costs on the loan after interest will likely exceed $200 million in total. What this means for taxpayers is that we will continue to pay until the bond is paid off, which could potentially be 20 years. However, taxpayers will never see an increase to the 73-cent debt service levy, and interest on the bond could be reduced after 10 years. Embry says the money from Springfield residents will go far, even if they don't have kids in the district.
Having great public schools equates to a great community, and certainly the value of homes can be significantly impacted by a robust school system.
If there's no demand for that school, people don't want to live around that school. But if there's high demand, it's going to cause people to want to move there, and when more people want to buy houses, values go up.
Springfield Public Schools has a plan in place to improve their district as a whole, but it all comes down to what voters have to say in April. Now here's another challenge for SPS. The district actually needs over 57% approval for them to secure the money to begin their projects. And coming up this Sunday, our Cullen Lingo will lay out the logistics of those projects and how it would affect students. But right now, Springfield Public Schools are inviting the public to visit the schools that we're talking about here with this bond issue, right, David?
Yes, indeed, Jesse. In fact, our 12 leaders announced today that they're going to be offering tours and presentations at local schools over the next couple of weeks. The tours are going to showcase some of the issues that would be improved if Proposition S passes. Here's a look now at the dates of those school tours. All tours will be after school hours. You can find the exact times on our website at ozarksfirst.com.